All right, folks, it's Wednesday, and I've got some pig food for you today. I got before and after pictures of the race car, some plastic washers I machined up for the race car today. Just good stuff like that. Just a little simple pig feed. One of the things, we're in the midst of this COVID-19 deal. We've been all kind of holed up at home and whatnot. We can get out some, but the racing world ended up coming to an end, and a lot of other entertainment. So folks, you're stuck with me on YouTube, it looks like. So if you're all gathered around, gather the kiddies, the friends, the family, and the dog, and let's sit back and watch this week's pig feed come about. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you at the end. I'll tell you bye. Good morning, everyone. This is Jim. This is a race car update. If you notice, the car is on the trailer. It's still got old tires on it right now, and it's finished body-wise, except it doesn't have no go-go. The motor is still at the engine shop. The reason the car is on the trailer right now is because we're going to take this car over to Randy Powell Graphics, and he is going to wrap the, put the decals and everything on it. Since we're waiting on the engine, and we're not going to be able to make the Schuyler Tull race, which will be the first race of the season, we're having to kind of do some different stuff. With that being said, I thought since it was sitting here, I would show it to you, have you get a good look at her, and we'll just have to make do with what we got. So with that being said, there she be, one race car, and that's the way she will look. Next time you'll see a video or a picture of her, that's will be loaded up with the graphics, and we may make first point race. It all depends on our good friends down at League and Racing Heads, whether they get us a motor together or not. Hopefully we'll have a motor shortly. Okay, a couple days ago I shot the video of the car before the graphics, so it has came back and they've knocked this thing right out of the park. This is the graphic package of the car, and I want you to look at it. I want to kind of just go around the car. Still on the trailer because I'm not unloading it, because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet. We're waiting on the engine, and we got to finish setting up. There's some other changes made. One of the things we noticed, I don't know if you can see it, but that we had to make us some washers. These fenders tend to want to pull through when we unload the car, so I put them most all over the car except right there on Mike's logo and his company. And there's a little bit of rained a little bit today, so that's the view there. Let me kind of step up here and let you see the top. There you go, get a good view of the top of the car. I'll hold the camera up, hopefully you can get the looks of it there. Okay, sure does look different, don't it? As I say, the black girlfriend has got her prom dress on. So for all you folks who watch my YouTube channel, this will be in one of the slops in the shop. And let me go back through a couple of things here. In racing, you got to have partners. And first of all, and foremost, I'm gonna get right here. My nephew, Mike Burris, he owns Unique Air Heating and Cooling. He has, as I said in the earlier video, he stepped up financially and helped us out. He paid for this awesome graphic wrap job, helped us with some other stuff. He's also at the shop, helps us work on the race car constantly. So he's just not just a partner in the sense or word of giving a few dollars and saying go at it. He gets involved in the team, helping. It's a big part of us. So if you're in the basically Gastonia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Dallas, Lincoln areas, and you need your air conditioning unit service, or looking at buying a new one, you know, give Unique Air a big call. Tell them we sent you on over there. That way Michael feels like he gets a little return on his investment in this race car and his marketing. This is part of his marketing program. And if you'll notice the back of the car, the Truitt family, Justin, who drives the car, and his dad and his brother, they run a little small business where they body cars for local racers, do a little extra work for people who just don't have facilities at Truitt race cars. And you heard me say earlier about how the body was built and how awesome a job that the whole family done. Tug, Kyle, and Justin worked on this car, and they all worked on it pretty much together. And Justin, our driver, has actually done a lot of the work. The graphic package actually kind of looks, if you'll notice the Solop's custom parts, that's my, when I make these breathers and races, I actually call them components, but Randy done that's fine. The graphics were done by a local company here, over towards Lincoln, North Carolina Iron Station. It's Randy Powell Motorsports. Randy's a races also. He's going to be racing East Lincoln this year. And he knocked this thing right out for us. It took him about a day. We took that car over Wednesday afternoon. He give it back to us Thursday afternoon. I mean, that's how quick a turnaround. I wish my motor builder was as quick, but it is what it is on the engine, guys. So this is the car, and this is how it looks. And guys, I hope you enjoyed the before and after. As I say, the black girlfriend's got a prom dress on now, so that's all we can say. So we'll shoot to it. We'll hopefully you'll enjoy this. Good morning. How are you gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this morning? Welcome to Sawlogs Plastic Hubs, your Woodchuck edition. I got a home project, and you know, usually on my slops you see this. So what we're doing, we're taking this board right here and I'm cutting it down. It's going to go in our laundry room for a shelf. And I do not like melamine shelves. So we're going, you know, we'll basically find studs and make these shelves. So the first step is to cut it to custom length, obviously. So I'm going to check, see which line I need. Trim it off just like that. We're going to paint this thing white, by the way. I'll stir my paint up, we'll paint it, and while it's drying I'll do some of this other work. Okay, all I'm going to do with this board is I got a quart of white, basically interior latex paint, and I'm just going to paint this thing white. And this is a simple pine board, by the way. This is, you know, this is a pine shelving board that you get at the big box store. This particular one comes from local Lowe's store. And basically what we do, and the reason I like using these boards is when you put your shelf brackets and whatever on, you don't have as much problem with your and this is an inexpensive brush. I tend to like them for some of these type jobs because if you don't get it cleaned up perfect, you're not cutting with it. I'm not a cutter. I'm not a painter. I'll tell you that pretty quickly. So what we're doing is just making this a little, this is just going to be a shelf that's going up on the wall. You've seen several in my home, our home here, where we've used them for decorative shelves, put stuff on like teapots and things. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I've got several little jobs I need to do. We got a big job coming up. As you know, the race car's coming back home sometime or another, and we're going to take the car garage and kind of convert it to the race car shop. I was thinking about building a metal carport type building. Still may do that, but we had a long discussion about it here at home, and just not sure at my age how much longer I'm going to continue to be a race car owner. I may do it a couple of 3 years, I may do it up into my 70s, who knows. So with that being said, just don't know if we'll make that investment. So let's just see. Hey folks, I'm going to touch on something in the middle of this here slop video for us. What really made me think about it is some of my other interests that I have, and a comment I seen on Facebook. A YouTube creator was called commenting. He's a creator in the racing genre, and his deal speedway car cams, and his deal's to go around to these local racetracks for these events. Usually they have what we call a big dirt event or something, and he puts cars on, cameras in, and his source of income on that part to help pay for the GoPros or whatever is he basically charges a small rental fee, and then he uses the video. You get return because you get your exposure on his channel. And he was commenting on Facebook about, with this COVID-19 deal, how difficult it may be for his model to go forward. Now, I'm not begging for him, and I'm not begging for money for me. I'm just going to make you a plain, simple statement. We have a lot of creators here on YouTube in a lot of different genres, and I don't know how many different genres my subscribers watch besides machining. And I would like to just throw it out there that if you watch somebody else's channels and they have Patreons or whatever, and you feel like supporting these folks, you really consider it. My model on YouTube is a hobby. It's a hobby model. I try to keep my my camera expenses and my video expenses cut down, because I'm not in this for revenue. I'm in this to share with you. But there's a lot of people out there that start these channels that put out some really good content, and they're not super large. I mean, the large channels, they got several sources of revenue. Yeah, but the smaller channels, and I'm talking about people of what I'm considering anything under 15K, their revenue model, they're doing this like I am. And if you don't subscribe to me, subscribe to some of these other people. If somebody's asking for selling something or whatever, consider buying from them. Consider giving them a hand. I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for the YouTube community, some of these other people, because this has become a source of income. If you could help them, I'd appreciate it. And I'd appreciate you consider doing that for some of these folks. Don't worry about Jim. He's all right. We'll keep right on making our videos just like we've been doing. I mean, that's what I said. If I looked for getting a check out of YouTube, I'd be starving. And I don't need it. I mean, I can shut the channel down tomorrow and I won't miss it. But those other people could use your help. Either subscription or donations. So please give them consideration for you. I'm off my soapbox. Let's go on with the show. Okay, I've got her set up. I don't know how much you can see here. Let me move you back and you can get a good view of the setup there. Okay. Here's my setup. I'm just going to basically run in there about 50,000. Right now I'm backed off. I've set 0. Well, hold on a minute. Okay, I've set 0 now. I've just got it backed off so when we start, we'll go in about 60 thou. And out there is just a clear bolt head. I ain't got any button heads, but that's the plan. Let me stick something. So a button head will go in this. That's a 1/2 inch diameter, and the button head's 60 thousandths. So we'll try that. So now all we got to do now is we got to put a chamfer on this thing. So that's going to be the next proposition. So we just set it up and turn it on. We're just going to make them look right. All right, and then we'll just cut this thing off. Let me get a cut-off tool and get it set up. Okay, there's the finished ones. I just finished them suckers up. I've got, let me just cut that off and redo it. Now there's the sample, which is aluminum. This is made for a body bolt, and this is just made for 1/4 button heads, which that's what we got on the car. So when the car gets back here from the graphics guy, I'll take each bolt out, fix them, and I got to put one nut cert back. So there we go. Okay, we also have completed 3 more nuts. So today. So that's some more stuff there. Our pig feeding keeps continuing. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my slop for the week. Hope all of you safe. I hope none of you's come down with this virus that's going around. I mean, there's a lot of, I'm not going to say misinformation. There's just a lot of stuff to process with this COVID-19 deal. And I know a lot of big events have shut down. You can't go to the movies. You can't go to do this. It's put a postponement on the racing season, but we've been behind the 8 ball with that anyway. Hopefully by the time this video is released, I have the engine. It's been, at the time of me shooting this video, 7 weeks. But we also decided in the meantime, we went into the car and tore the transmission off, and we discovered that we needed some work done on it. So it's in another gentleman. Hopefully we'll have it by the time you see this video. So with all that being said and done, I want to tell you I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping by the video. I appreciate you visiting with me. And please like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. As I always say in the Wednesday slops, if my content's not your cup of tea, find somebody who you can support. Especially right now in the YouTube, right now in this here tough time. And that's just something we really need to be considerate of. So you guys all have a great day, and we will get right back to you.